I got one more song. Thanks for coming, everybody. Yeah, it's the middle of January. Oh, really? Oh, man.
This one's going to be perfect.
This one's going to be perfect.
No
I messed up a
mistakes.
lot of the easier songs.
Yeah.
But that's because this one is so easy.
We were just making a sacrifice to this song.
Right, yeah. So this is going to be perfect. It's called Scrolls. It's about books.
It's about as long as a book.
What's that?
It's about as long as a book.
It's about as long as a book. I put it as the first track on my album, which really a way to suck people in is just like an 8-minute track. I did it because it has the least letters, and that's what fit on the album art. So you really know I'm firing on all cylinders. Burn not our books, leave the scrolls in their racks, even knowing their contents obscene. I yearn that you look and control your attacks, making ashes and dust of a dead poet's dreams. Listen now, people, to the words that I sing before you return to your homes for the evening. And please, just desires to keep happy and fed, but leave prophets and liars so they still can be read. And please, put out these fires. Let's go home to our beds, and we'll worry about more pressing evils instead. For when you burn up the words of an author whose dead pages pressed in a different time, you deprive those yet born of a chance to have read different thoughts from a different mind. If those words posed a challenge to the violent and strong, will they lose any chance to ignite better deeds amongst those who might try to right wrongs, or better lives for the wrong who might try to do right? If I young can't aspire to stay sheltered and fed with the skills of a civilized mind, then our young may conspire, slay, and plunder instead, leaving learning and reason behind. We've learned ways to live with such freedom and ease, holding disease and starvation at bay. But our ways must rely on such records as these, so our lives will get harder as we burn them away. So burn not our books, leave the scrolls in their racks, even knowing their contents obscene. I yearn that you look and control your attacks, making ashes and dust of a dead artist's dream. So please, precious moments I ask, before you return to your mandated task, and please put out these fires. Let's go home to our beds, and we'll take down the pyres to save what still can be read. And please, just desires to keep happy and fed, and we'll clean up this mess in the morning. Well, it may seem that recordings of partisan acts can preserve no great fuel for our minds, but their arguments live so much longer, in fact, reoccurring to hacks throughout time. When you know that some parts of our lives do not change despite the laws of the land or the year. Well, people, my to act with a purpose, not react in fear. So burn not our books, leave the scrolls in their racks, even knowing their contents obscene. Iron that you look and control your attacks, making ashes and dust of a dead poet's dreams. Now listen, please, people. Precious moments, I ask. Ignore primal fears, please think of our needs, and will please just desires to keep happy and fed, but leave prophets and liars so they still can be read. And then we'll retire and discuss while we're fed, using coals to cook beans and odd books. If what you hate are the words that are scratched by the reed, then you still have an option of peace. Don't censor or burn one lone madman's creed, or his legend and fame will increase. If instead you can answer his scrawling in turn and produce a more reasoned retort, then people will listen and your ideas will have earned their place in the schools and the courts. Well, ideas are born well before the men they impel to destroy or refine what they see. So with me, poor Orwell, abhor the men you compel to be as they want you to be. In your readings you may learn of people who claim to hold ethics and virtues most just, but they're then needed neither to rob and to maim. They said that to be just we must do as we must. So burn not our books, leave the scrolls in their racks, even knowing their contents obscene. Iron that you look and control your attacks, making ashes and dust of a dead writer's dream. So please drop your torch and lend me your ear. I'm armed, but with words you have nothing to fear. Please work to inspire better thinking instead, building better desires from the words you have read. And when you retire and lay in your deathbed, well, you'll have no regrets in the end. Well, thanks for coming, everyone, and thanks for Stage 33 for having us here. And yeah, we'll drive safe. Cameron, do you have any parting words?
No.